Round 5 of the WA Rally Championship is the Carringtons Traffic Services Safari Rally. 21 state level entries and 13 Clubman Cup runners making up the start list. Nine stages and 110 kilometres of competitive distance. The tough and challenging stages run in the Mundaring forest area. The outright WA state title still to be decided. Mathematically 3 crews in with a chance at the championship. However, the Stone Drury pairing in the box seat, needing to finish just 5th or better for the win.
I don't even think the fat lady's entered the building yet, as the old term goes. So yes, it's a question of finishing, but it's also a question of getting out here and racing, so that's what we're aiming to do.
Yeah, it's been a tough year, but a good year. We've had lots of fun this year. So we've been over the stages now and the notes are pretty good, so hopefully we'll have a good event and finish within the top 5.
For the chasing Leigh Hynes, he's well aware of how this event can easily change the complexion of a championship.
Yeah, sure can. I mean, no one else knows it more than we do probably. A couple of years ago it caught us out on the last stage when we had the championship in the bag. So yeah, you never know with this event. It's not over until you check in at the last control here.
The two-wheel drive championship has one more round to be contested. It's still tied at the top with King and Douglas out front. Keating in third, Eriks and Welsh making up the top 5. King will have a new co-driver for this event. Rob Webber liking his young charger's chances of another good result.
Yeah, I got confidence in him. We did a bit of testing up at the farm a few weeks back, and he shows a lot of promise. I reckon he's got the goods.
Three stages before the first service, the conditions extremely loose and dusty. Hynes quick out of the blocks, fastest by 10 on the first stage, equal quickest on the next, second spot for the third, and arriving in service with a 13-second lead. Makar and Tierney's second outright with some sharp times over the 3 tests. Stone taking no risks, just 17 seconds off the lead.
.100 double caution, left 1, U-turn, spectators don't hit tree. Don't hit tree. Beautiful.
A great battle for 4th, 5th and 6th had developed. Davies, Tostevien and Odowd separated by just 9 seconds over the 29 Ks of competitive. Drive boys also out at hammer and tong, just seconds apart and swapping stage times. Douglas with a 6-second advantage, King pushing hard, Keating right there with Vlad also looking to join the party. Top 10 spots for Pusey and Oxley, although the latter pushing it a bit too hard here. Stages for another 2 runs before the midway service, and a good soaking of rain adding to the challenge. Hynes and Percival continued to lead the way, pushing hard, making sure of maintaining the top spot. Their advantage out to 37 seconds after this group of stages.
9 left for out into dip.
Stone had overtaken Makara across the 4th and 5th tests, keeping it safe but still pushing on. Makara dropping 35 seconds to the leader on the 16.5k stage 5. The trailing rear bumper evidence of an off and the possible time loss. The big tussle just behind the leading 3 continued. Odowd turning up the wick, taking these 2 stages and jumping to 4th. Davies hanging on to 5th, swapping seconds with Tostevien in the process.
Then 100, turn left 2, opens. Turn left 2, opens. Then right 5. 100, caution, left 5.
A similar story with the 2-wheel drives. King and Douglas taking a stage each. Douglas just 3 seconds up going into the service. The third player in this fight, Keating, put in the fastest time on SS4, albeit by just 1 second. However, on the next it all went wrong at a junction left. Clubman Cup runners contested these first 5 stages for their portion of the event. The big field putting on a great show. Series leader Snadden doing enough to secure that title with 1 round remaining. A good season's work and a well-deserved win. Julian Wright working the Datsun 1200 hard across the stages, taking the win on all 5 tests and the round with a margin of 2 minutes. The great sounding escort of Nick King back in the forest and putting in some good times, second outright at event's end. The Lowther Tapey pairing, another crew pushing hard, their efforts rewarded with 3rd outright. The next section of this event, including 2 stages, the repeats of the smaller runs, 13 Ks of competition. Hynes, Stone and Makara maintain station with clean, consistent runs. Hynes and Percival managing the lead, keeping it above 30 seconds. Stone still second, Makara now a minute off the lead. The massive battle, including Tostevien, Davies and Odowd, unbelievably continued. Tostevien and Adams taking the front spot, the 3rd different lead change for this group, the pair 4 seconds ahead of Davies. Unfortunately for Odowd, he dropped time on the 7th stage, that pushing him back a further 8 seconds. The service and 2 stages to go, King and Douglas still at it big time. That margin now under 10 seconds in favour of King. Heading into the next and final section, Steve Oxley would need to drive around some issues with damage sustained midway through the event.
Yeah, we've broken the gear linkage, been stuck for 2 stages in almost the same gear. Difficult to get around sharp corners in a high gear. And now we seem to have got some strange knocking noise on the rear left-hand side. But anyway, we'll continue on. We've wired up the gear linkage and away we'll go.
To add insult, a stop and change puncture for Oxley on this stage, costing heaps. With the 2 night stages to run, the 2-wheel drive battle was sure to continue.
It's been a pretty good day out there today. It's just been such an awesome battle between me and Dylan and Sean while he was still in it as well. It's been fantastic. So yeah, down the last 2 stages now.
What's the time difference at the moment, do you know?
We had an advantage before the last stage, and then we suffered a relay falling out just after we saw you at the camera spot. So Dylan's got a 5 seconds advantage to us.
Unfortunately for Douglas, a blown diff on this stage, putting paid to a good result and the title fight. In an eventful round, King and co-driver Rob Webber powering to the finish, grabbing the 2-wheel drive top points. In the process, securing the 2012 title with 1 round still to run.
Well, stage 1 we dented the car, missed the apex and hit a tree in the front end, so it was pretty hectic, I'd say, from the beginning, and we just got into rhythm after about on stage 3, and from there we just kept going good and smooth runs and had some fun.
Dylan's proved that he's had the goods to do the job, despite a few mistakes on my behalf, but I guess that's going to happen when you're a little bit rusty after all that time. But yeah, very impressed with his driving, very well earned.
Left 2. Into right 3 opens. Right 3 opens.
After setting top 5 times and maintaining a similar position outright and being involved in an enthralling battle all event, problems for the Tostevien-Adams pairing late in the event.
Yeah, another tough one. It was all going really well until the second to last stage, and lost a bit of power in there and managed to limp it through to the finish with the smoke coming out of the exhaust and very low on power. So we put some oil in, did the last stage slowly and got to the finish, but not quite the way we wanted to finish. It's been a really good year. We had a failure early on in the Forest Rally and sort of put us behind, but Leigh and Alex have had a good battle right to the end, and we've sort of been there solidly in 3rd place for the whole year.
No luck for veteran rallyman Makara, 2nd and 3rd quickest over the 6 stages he ran, a brake problem dropping him out of the event while lying in 3rd spot. 2012 Group N champion John Odowd, another well-driven event, coping super well in a pressure situation and bringing it home in 4th outright, a job very well done.
Yeah, we had a good clean run. We had a couple of stages there at an overshoot on one. Lost about 15 seconds, but all in all we had a good day today. Yeah, it was good. Mundaring's it's a good rally up here, so yeah, it can catch you out if you don't respect it enough.
Consistency across the 9 stages, the story for the Davies boys. In the top 5 on all stages except one. Perfectly placed to take advantage of the late problems of others, and another crew that had to work hard in a tough fight. 3rd outright and an excellent result for these guys.
Hug, 50 is 3 right hug into turn 3 left.
Another very convincing display by the Hynes-Percival combination, quick all day, fastest or equal on all but one of the special stages, a faultless run. Had it not been for missed opportunities early in the season, it could well have been a successful defence of their title. Hynes nevertheless pleased with his 2012 campaign.
Yeah, I mean, pretty good season really. We've got 3 wins in a second, but it just started off on the wrong foot with in the Forest Rally. We didn't score any points, so that just put us behind the 8 ball for the whole season. So we've been playing catch up, and unfortunately for us, we didn't catch up to Alex, and he got the title. But all in all, we've had a good season. 3 wins, we've got to be happy with that.
2nd place in the final round of the season and enough points to take the championship title. A dream come true for co-driver Hanna Drury, and a job extremely well done across a hard-fought series.
Yeah, we started out with the Forest Rally, had a good event there, and had some issues in Collie. We're steady throughout the year, and then we won Lawana, so that put us in a good spot for the championship. And then coming into this one, we just thought we just have to get to the end and finish, and that we did. We lost 2 gears in this rally, so we only had gears 1, 2, 3, 4. So it was a bit of fun going sideways throughout all the stages, but Alex did a bloody awesome job, and we both had smiles on our faces the last few stages, so it was really good.
All smiles for driver Alex Stone, of course very pleased with this year's effort.
Alex Stone, 2012 West Australian Rally Champion, sounds pretty good.
Yes, yeah, it's got a good ring to it, Tolls. Yeah, it's good after all the work over this year and all the events and leading up to it, and all our perfect prep for a perfect event. It's all paid off. The gearbox gave us a few little scares today, but hey, she's held up, done a job. You can see the step up of the competition, particularly with Leigh and Doug and even John McCara today. So it's been quite enjoyable to sort of just on each rally merit just to go out there and give it its all. So, and then it's always handy just to keep banking those points, and all together it makes for a championship. Thanks very much to my sponsors of Redline and CTS Racing. More than happy with the help, and all my service crew and close friends. Thanks, we've done it.